Yesterday we read the hadith about being kind and generous to neighbor, guest, and to speak the good or to keep silent. So I want to ask, what is the relation of this hadith to the book of faith, Kitab al-Iman? Now the Imam Muslim rahimahullah is bringing this hadith under the book of Iman, book of faith. Why? Supposed to be in the book of Akhlaq.
To give something to the Iman, man can live.
Yes. Jazakallah khair. Because he said whoever believes in Allah in the last day, so he should do blah blah blah. So Imam Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala is confirming and clarifying that saying the good or keep silent, that is from Iman. Being kind to neighbor, that is from Iman. And being generous to your guest, that is from Iman. Now, and the comment of Brother Afdal yesterday was very good. That's why you will see Imam Muslim, he followed the next chapter. He's saying باب بيان كون النهي عن المنكر من الإيمان وأن الإيمان يزيد وينقص وأن الأمر بالمعروف والنهي عن المنكر واجبان. Clarifying that forbidding evil is part of faith. Faith increases and decreases. Enjoining what is good and forbidding what is evil are obligatory. So, why? Because when he said, keep silent or say the good, some people will say always, I will try to be silent. What is saying? Remember, enjoining good is from Iman. Forbidding evil is from إيمان. قال حدثنا أبو بكر بن أبي شيبة قال حدثنا وكيع عن سفيان قال وحول الإسناد وقال وحدثنا محمد بن المثنى قال حدثنا محمد بن جعفر قال حدثنا شعبة كلاهما عن قيس بن مسلم عن طارق بن شهاب. وهذا حديث أبي بكر أنه قال أول من بدأ بالخطبة يوم العيد قبل الصلاة مروان فقام إليه رجل فقال الصلاة قبل الخطبة فقال قد ترك ما هنالك. فقال أبو سعيد أما هذا فقد قضى ما عليه. سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من رأى منكم منكرا فليغيره بيده فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه فإن لم يستطع فبقلبه وذلك أضعف الإيمان. It was narrated that Tariq ibn Shihab, and this is the hadith of Abu Bakr ibn Abi Shayba, he said, the first one to start with the khutbah on the day of Eid before the Salah was Marwan. Who is Marwan? Marwan ibn al-Hakam. Marwan ibn al-Hakam. He was the prince, or the Khalifa at that time. And what did he do in Salat al-Eid? What we do in Salat al-Eid? We go to the Musalla, and then what we do first? Khutbah or Salah? Salah first, right? We make the Salah and then Khutbah. What did Marwan do? Khutbah first. Why? He was saying that the people, they leave after the Salah. So I will do the Khutbah first. Can we change the deen like this? No. Anyhow, he was the Khalifa and he did. So when he started the Khutbah, a man stood up to him. A man stood up and said, shouldn't the prayer come before the Khutbah? He said, what was there has been left. Like this was in the past. Already we changed. It's clear. He didn't say maybe this was the new sunnah or something you don't know from the sunnah. No, he's saying that what was there in the past, now it's changed. I changed. So Abu Sa'id, he said, this man has done his duty. Who is this man? The man who stood up and he opposed or gave the advice. Then Abu Sa'id said, I heard Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, whoever among you sees an evil action, let him change it with his hands. Means by taking action. Doesn't mean you take it by your hand and change. No. Change by hands here means what? That you have the authority, you have the power to change it. Even if you will just give an order. If you are the father or husband in your home, okay? You can change by your hands. Change by hands here means what? You have the power and authority to change. Then you should change. It doesn't need your hand. It means you have the power to change. Then you should change because you have the power and you are the responsible person. Then you should change. The imam in his masjid should change. The ruler in a country, chairman of a company, and so on. Chairman of a masjid also, mashallah, he can change the munkar. Any responsible person has power or authority. Hands means the power and authority. Doesn't mean he will take something by his hands and change it, okay? Okay, then he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, if he cannot, means you are not in charge, you are not having the authority, you are not having the power. If he cannot, then with his tongue, means by giving the advice. Give the advice. You are seeing munkar, evil in front of you. Why you are silent? You can advise. Say, talk. And if he cannot, why cannot? All of us, we can give advice, right? Why cannot? He said if he cannot, then with his heart, and that is the weakest of faith. Why he sometimes a person cannot, that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, if he cannot give advice by his tongue, then by his heart, means to hate. Hating it and feeling it is wrong. Your heart is rejecting this. A'udhu billah, this is munkar. So, sometimes we cannot give advice by tongue. Give me example.
Like if harm comes, like if you say something.
Exactly. If you speak, maybe you will be arrested. Maybe you will be in trouble. Maybe they will kill you. Then you have permission, Islamically, to be silent. In the case that you will have harm, you will have trouble, you have permission to be silent. Okay? So if you couldn't change the munkar by even giving advice or talking, then at least by your heart. When you go every day, you go to convenience, right? Convenience store. What do you see in the convenience store from the munkar?
Alcohol and
alcohol, right? You see alcohol, big munkar. And I was surprised that when I went to Malaysia, I went to Sheikh Husseini, may Allah bless him. So I went to his center, he was giving a lecture, and he asked the Muslims attending, different nationalities, he said, drinking alcohol is worse or eating pork? Some said eating pork. Even Sheikh was shocked. He said, of course, eating pork is nothing compared to drinking alcohol. Drinking alcohol, a'udhu billah, that is, it has had, right? It has had like a decided punishment in Islam. But if someone ate pork, we don't give him lashes or something, right? It's just a sin between him and Allah. And still he keeps his mind. But if someone went drunk, what do you expect? Everything, all munkar.
That's why, mother of evils.
Mother of evil, al-Khaba'ith, exactly. Anyhow, when you see this munkar every day, you cannot break it. You cannot change it, right? Even advice difficult. We are in a non-Muslim country. What you will say? You need to advise for that to bring the whole Islam to them, and then they accept Islam. It's long story. So you cannot even do it by speaking. Then what you should do? You reject by your heart. You hate this. A'udhu billah, that's evil. You should have this in your heart. If you don't do this with your heart is dead. If you see the munkar and normal, you see the alcohol like you see the water, no problem. I try to teach my kids every time we come, we see this, say A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah, this is munkar. Let them have this alive heart, yes? But if they get used to see alcohol, no problem. One day they will think, no problem, it's okay. Try. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our hearts. So, that was the hadith related to the book of faith, because it's from Iman to enjoy good and forbid evil. That is from the Iman. May Allah increases our Iman. Ameen. Jazakumullah khairan.